Module 2 discussion, option 1. So just to be sure that everyone knows how to do this in StatCrunch, we're going to go through just high level. I'm not going to answer the questions, but I'm going to show you how to do this in StatCrunch. So some of you get a little bit more familiar. We're going to use the NOAA data set that we used last week to examine the variable dx32. dx32 represents the number of days in that month whose maximum temperature was less than 32 degrees. The mean of dx32 during this time period was 3.6. Use Excel, StatCrunch, etc. to draw a histogram. Again, we're not going to answer these questions. That's something you guys need to do on your own, but I will show you how to put the data into StatCrunch and draw the histogram. And then next it says to take a random sample of size 30 and calculate the mean of your sample, and then talk about that in a little bit more detail. So let's go ahead. I've already downloaded the data set. Remember, if you just click here, it'll download it to your computer. Let me open it. So here's the data set. So you can see here I was already playing with it. So here's our variables. We have dx32, which is what we're analyzing. So we're going to select that entire column all the way down to the bottom because we're just looking at the entire population first. So we're going to hit Command C or Control C depending on your computer. Then we need to go into StatCrunch. So to get into StatCrunch when we're not in My Stat Lab, you're going to go to Learning Modules. You're going to click on the My Stat Lab tab and you're going to scroll down. Oops. Not move the whole window, just scroll down. Oops. There we go. All right, go down to StatCrunch, click on that. It's going to open up a new window. It's going to keep opening up windows. This one, you're going to click on View Data Sets from your textbook. I'm sure some of you have clicked on this and it keeps asking you to log in. So just click on this View Data Sets from textbook and close that window. And then just select any chapter and any example, and it'll open that data set in StatCrunch. So what I would do is select the entire thing and just delete. See, now we've got an empty spreadsheet that we can use for our analysis. So now we're going to copy in. All I did was hit Command V, Control V if you're on a PC, to copy all that data in here. As you can see, it has all of it that we just copied. All right, so the first thing we need to do is draw a histogram for the full data set. So remember, we're going to go to Graph, Histogram. We're going to select our column, and that's it. Click Compute. Now, you can add a few lines on here. You can add your mean and your median. Let's go ahead and do that just to see what they look like, but you don't have to do that. Oh, there's our graph. So that's dx32. See, almost all the data is up here, and then it tails off. That's a certain type of skew. So remember, the direction of the tail is where the skew is, which direction the skew. All right, so the next part told us to look at a random sample of 30. So let me show you real quick how to take a random sample of 30. You're going to go to Data, Sample. You're going to select the column that you're taking the sample from, and you're going to input the sample size, and you're going to click Compute. And see, now it gives us this new column called sample, and as we scroll down, we'll see that there are 30, and that means it's a random sample from this column copied over here. And then this asks you to find the mean. So let's take I'll just show you real quick how to find the mean. We're going to do summary stats, and we're going to do a column stat. Now we're looking at the mean of that sample. We only need the mean, and click Compute. That gives us our mean. It's a little different than the other one. All right, and then it talks about if you were to do this 99 more times and look at the distribution of the mean, what would your distribution look like? This refers to a very specific theorem that we covered. So go look through that and let me know if you have any questions about this.